I want to enjoy today, our last day of kind of summer, and then the weather is just gonna. Then we're gonna enter autumn and very soon winter. So today we're gonna go up a really cool place. We're gonna see some nice castles. Uh, we're gonna go up here. Jesus, man. Gonna go here, and this is Hamlet Castle. Um, this is the real like castle that inspired Hamlet. We're gonna go see that. We've seen it before, but it's really cool. Really, really nice. And a really fun thing about this castle, you can see it has a beautiful location. It is amazing. It's really, really cool. Okay, so there's two things about it. It has this guy, Holger Danske, which is like a Danish myth, or like a, what do you call it? Like, I guess myth. Let's stick with that. So it's said that he will awaken whenever Denmark is in need. So he's like our guardian angel or whatever. And whenever Denmark is in need of protection, he will awaken and he will protect the country. And until then, he slumbers beneath the Hamlet Castle, Kronborg. A little fun myth. And then back in the day, if we go back to the light, you can see it pretty much like this is the most direct straight if you want to trade with the Baltics. So if you want to trade with the Baltics and Russia, you kind of go through here and you go through this strait. Like that's the route. And it was the same route in old times. And this castle is situated so it can control the entire strait essentially. So Denmark had this taxing system with this castle where every merchant vessel that sailed through this strait, they would have to declare the value of their goods. The state didn't do anything and Denmark didn't do anything. They just required that the captain of the vessel, they say, how much is your cargo worth? And based on that value, you pay a certain percent of tax, right? So you're thinking, oh, then you just say your cargo is like worth 5 shillings or whatever, something low, right? I don't know if 5 shillings is low. It sounds low. I don't know how much a shilling is worth. But then you just declare a low amount, right? Because then you pay less taxes. But they had thought about this. So the rule was that the crown has the right to purchase all of your cargo at the value you say. And I think that's a really lovely self-balancing system. So if you value your items too low, then the crown will just buy them off you, and then they will sell it for a profit or use them cheaply. And if you put it too high, then you pay more tax than necessary. So you as the captain had to like figure out this balance of where do you want, like how much do you want to be taxed, or do you want to have the chance of them just buying it and you maybe not making a profit? Remember when I said we have some cool castles in Finland? Yeah, I don't think any of them looked quite that nice. Oh, really? Like, I think this is one of our like coolest castles. Like this is almost like our crown jewel of castles, I would say. Just because it is fucking badass. It has a cool story. It has some huge fucking holes. The location is amazing. It of course has a church inside. What else? Like this is the courtyard. You can see it's quite big. I believe you can get up into this tower. It's either this tower or one of the others. Then we can see the enemy here in the background. This is the evil Swedes land. So we have to keep an eye out for that. And that's probably why we have the biggest castle there as protection. Huge fucking halls. It's really, really pretty. Yeah, that's badass. But talking about castles, if I can find this one. This is more of like this is the Queen's summer house essentially, which is still a really nice castle, but it's not as cool in the same way. I hope you have guards there 24/7 to keep an eye on those suites. I'm sure we do. I think we have our elite forces there to keep an eye on the suites and make sure they don't get any tricky thoughts. This castle is more, it's pretty much a huge garden, and it's close to, I think, Denmark's biggest lake or something like that. And it's just an extremely well maintained garden. I feel like it's a shame there's not more cool pictures of the garden. Like, I think this is nice. This is really cool. Oh. We went here with my mom, and my mom fucking loved flowers. She ran a flower shop for like 10 years or something when I was young. And like the problem is whenever we go these places with flowers, she looks at all of them and she's like, oh, it's that kind of flower, it's that kind of flower, and it takes forever. But it's nice that she appreciates it. I just don't appreciate it in the same way. Let's find this one. This Sea Fortress. Okay, I will say having this as the first picture for a Sea Fortress, I don't know, man. Finland. I don't know, Finland. I feel like you can do better. Is this the right thing I'm looking at? Oh, underground caves. That's always cool. I don't know. Am I looking at the right thing? I feel like this is just like a mansion kind of thing with some walls. What the? Okay, that was unfair. That was just a random place. I like the walls. They're really cool. Has this been a? I don't think I would call this a fortress. Like, I'm not seeing the defensive emplacement, like the gun emplacement and so on. This fortress was still in use in World War II. Okay, so to be fair, Finland did fucking amazing during World War II. My understanding is that you guys fucked Russia to an immense degree. And like, you just outplayed Russia and you just kept them at bay forever and just, yeah, Russia lost so many men trying to go into Finland. I think if you guys hadn't done that well of a job, like Sweden and Norway would most likely have fallen to the evil Russians. So this looks cool. Like, this looks at, like, I just want to see the picture. Oh, it's a UNESCO heritage site. There's almost like the entire island is like the fortress, but this is really cool. But it's very, seems like it's protect. Like, it has a very limited protection angle or whatever you want to say. But if that's all you need, then that's all you need. Really cool. I would like to see this. It looks nice. We have something kind of similar. That is here. Like this thing in Copenhagen. You can see it's, so this is Copenhagen inner city. Then we have this like kind of turtle looking, like if you have the turtle head here, then you have one flipper on each side, and then the back leg kind of have a turtle. Yeah, so the Soviets lost a shit ton of troops Winter War of 1939. But in the end we had to give up like 13% of our land. Oh, really? It is, however, considered a defensive victory because of Soviet Union's massive size and manpower advantage. 100%. Thanks for following, bro. Much appreciated. Like, holding Russia at bay, like you say, it is the David and Goliath story, essentially. And Russia actually had some of the best tanks at the time, like at the end of World War II. Like the T-32, I think it's called, they were just fucking strong and they could mass produce them so much. Let's see if we can find some cool pictures of this place. I really like this church because it's so, to me, it's like gothic. It's probably not, but it just looks evil as fuck. It looks like a vampire is going to reside here. Like if you go into the basement, you will find a vampire. I like that. We have this monument in honor of our fallen soldiers from 1940 to 1945. And talking about that, I think Denmark did, like we were such pussies during World War II, and we did our soldiers a massive disservice. So I don't remember, it must have been in 1940 or something, where Germany, they just parachuted troops everywhere in Denmark and they came over the German border into the country, and we surrendered within 2 hours or something. Like, but to be fair, we were basically in the Stone Ages military-wise at that point. We had so shitty gear compared to Germany, and we just hadn't maintained our army for whatever reason. But that's what, like, it is what it is. Like, the people who defended, they were brave as fuck, knowing that you have like shitty equipment compared to them. But what Denmark did was that the government fled to England, and then they resided over there, so they were in no danger. And then they told they told Denmark, yeah, Germany is our allies, go fight for their armies, like help them out, they're the good guys, no problem. And then like Danish soldiers, they went into the German armies and they fought everywhere and so on. But then after the war, the Danish government, they announced like, yeah, everybody who supported Germany, and especially people who has been in the German armies, they are actually traitors and they will be court-martialed and potentially executed for assisting the traitors. Like, bitch, what? You told us they were our allies. You told us to go fight in their armies, and now you're gonna execute us for following your orders? The fuck is going on here? I don't know. Denmark did a huge turnaround there, and okay, fair enough. You chose to side with the wrong side initially. I guess you just wanted to keep the peace because we were completely occupied and couldn't do much. But don't turn around afterwards and blame people who followed what you told them to do. Like, that is just the biggest dick move of all dick moves. There's never been a bigger dick move than that. In 1944, Finland attacked Russia with Germany, advanced quite far beyond their previous borders, but in the end had to retreat and pay Russia. Ah, shit. Hey Kevin, welcome to the stream. Just chatting random things. I am on my way out, to be fair. I really need to go fix my pizza dough. Look at this bad boy church. I think we can... Is this... Go here... Just go up there. I think. So we have this cool spring over there. Like this. Gefion thingy spring. Really cool, really nice. And then we have this little church. How it was better up there. And we have this evil vampire looking church right next to it. Finland too was forced to side with Germany. The Allies provided no support, and we needed material really badly to keep Soviets from taking the whole country. Yeah. Did you turn around and did you court-martial everybody who who supported them afterwards, or were you less retarded than that? It's really weird how Denmark went from being like a huge power, like we own so much land and we just control this seas and everything, to just being like this little shitty country without any power. And like this border is so weird. Like why is it here? Why don't we have it down here? I think they made some vote around here or something like that. I think this used to be ours before, I think way before World War II. We used to have the border down here. But then we were pushed back. Das ist nicht good. No good, man. Okay. I really have to go.